Within the recent past, we've made various improvements in our operations. We're in the process of hiring a director of administration for the band. Some people know this as a band manager. We have comprised a selection committee, and interviews will be taking place at the end of this month. There's some really strong candidates, and it seems like we're gonna, certainly we can benefit from having a director of operations. This is sort of the person that is the middle person between staff and council leadership. It's a very important role. It's a very critical role as it relates to the administration and affairs of the band. So, a lot of people to thank in terms of making this happen. A lot of people pitching in and working in that regard. And we were even successful in getting some support from the federal government in this regard. So I really want to thank and recognize the efforts of many who have been involved on that. There have been a number of other things that we have been working on in a variety of areas. For example, Tanya and the Education Committee have been quite active in improving programming for our youth through discussions with the Strait Area Regional School Board. Some of this involves language, some of it involves more specific programming for youth. Some of this involves the development of more support for education within the community and for our youth through the establishment of positions. We had voted on a school, and I thoroughly enjoyed the process and was quite happy about the turnout for the vote on the school, and community decided, and we respect that decision. Despite that fact of us not having a school or people not wanting a school for now in the community, we played an active role nonetheless in improving the educational services of children within our community. So I really want to recognize the efforts of Tanya and our education committees for taking on that role. We have been successful in applying for various proposals offered by government, whether it's the federal or provincial government. One of them involves an employment readiness initiative through Service Canada. There has been a couple of individuals within the community who have been hired. It's a multi-year initiative to explore various reasons why there is a low number of participation of minority groups, visible minority groups within certain service areas operated by the federal government, places like banks and transportation and things like that. Out of a field of many other applicants, Buckingham was the successful applicant to allow this initiative, the Employment Readiness Program, to take place. So we're very proud of that. We're also looking to explore options of trying to provide some internet within the community in a way that is cost effective, that is a way of looking at the provision of internet services that is not typical at all. This is, we're having discussions with one company that has provided their thoughts on this subject matter. We are also in the process of having discussions with another company, a local company, on the potential of providing free internet or reduced costs associated with internet for our community members. So that's exciting. Those are deciding discussions that we're having. We also are in the process of making some improvements to the gym. As you know, the gym is an older structure that really needs some TLC. It needs some improvements. So there has been a project that has been approved to help improve the gym. And what we're also seeking to do is to further add to those improvements through some band revenues to meet some of the immediate needs of the gym. It's an older structure. We do realize that, and there is some needs for improvements to that structure in order to make it sort of last for our community in the long term. Another thing that has taken place in the community is an elders group. There has been a fair bit of movement of elders coming together, talking about things that are important to them, things are important that are important for community. They played a critical role in the last St. Anne's Day that we had. There were a number of things, their suggestions were taken into account, and it was really nice to have that guidance and support. Mary Catherine, who helps organize those sessions, is doing an incredible job. And, we're just looking forward to meeting with the elders group and continuing to learn from things that they would like to see take place in the community, because they provide the wisdom and support that we need to hear and follow within our community.